Welcome viewers. In this stage 2 of 3 video of modeling of transmission line tower in robot structural analysis, we are going to do bracing member creations with our previous video stage 1, which is explaining about the schematic drawing of this right hand side double circuit 220 kV transmission line tower. Whereas that stage 1 video also explained the Excel calculation how to create the basic node for modeling this transmission line tower in robot structural analysis. In our first stage video also we had created the member for main leg, body, cage, cross arm and peak. Also there is another video in our YouTube channel explaining the design philosophy of transmission line tower. Both these videos link are provided in the description. You can watch those videos before going to watch this video second stage. Let me go to the model of robot structural analysis. So until creation of main leg and cross arm main members and peak main members we had done in our stage 1 out of 3 video. Now we are going to create a bracing member. So first select all the 4 leg members in body, and you can click this node member views in the bottom and edit, click this divide, end distance, select end distance in division. Before going to edit here, we need to check the length of all 4 members and the starting point of those. So here the node 1 start at node number 1, the member node number, start point is at node number 1. So this member start at 3, which is at ground level, and this member is at 2, and here this member is 4. So all the 4 members node, the starting node is at the ground level only. So we need to do it divide by clicking this edit and click divide. In the divisions we need to select this end distance and type here 3 meter, which is from the ground, and deselect this generate node without a member or edge division. Click execute. So you can see here there is member is discretized at 3 meter. So similar like we need to do it for other segments also. So up to first 3 level it is 3 meter, 2.5 meter and 2.5 meter. Remaining is same for all. It is 2 meter. That is 4 numbers of 2 meter is there. So for that we can divide it as n number of parts. Entering here 2, 4 and deselect this generate node and execute. We can also measure those dimension. So from here 2.5, it is 2.06, which is adjusted to the sloping length of the body. Right, we had segmented the main leg, discrete the main leg into the various parts for a bracing member, as which is shown in the figure in the right hand side. So similar like we need to do it for gauge also. Here you can see the gauge distance are having a equal number of dimension for panels, that is 1.5 meter. So we can select entirely considering this lower level which is having the gauge fixed is as one segment, because there is no node is created for this member. So we need to create it. So by considering those, we can say that there are 4 segments, that is 6 divided by 1.5 meter is 4 segment for each gauge. So we can divide in such a way that n number of parts 4, again generate nodes without member, execute. So now we can also measure by checking this tools and dimension. It is 1.5 meter. So now we can delete all the dimension lines which is not recorded now. Now we can start draw bracing members. So in the picture you can see the first bracing is going to draw at 3.5 meter level is as a horizontal member. So we need to select this member icon which is showing in the right hand side, fourth icon. So we can choose this 60 by 6 at present. Later after doing this grouping we can assign the member size again with the exact sizes which we need. So we had created at 3 meter, and the next one is we need to create for above one segment which is at 2.5 meter from the previous one, that is section 1 1 and section 2 2 we had created. Now for this we can add bracing by creating a node between these 8 members and select these 8 members and divide, go to edit and divide n parts. In that n parts we can enter 2 and untick this generate nodes and click execute. Now we can draw bracing from here to the mid of the hip bracing member, horizontal member, and from here to here also we need to do it for 2.5 meter panels. So only one side in transverse and longitudinal side we can draw. Later we can do mirror command. Now we are drawing the hip bracing at a 2.5 meter above 3 meter bracings, that is at section 2 2. Now we are drawing in section 1 1 which is showing in the picture. So now we had created the hip bracing at section 1 1 and 2 2. Now we are going to do X bracing. So before doing for X bracing, what we can do is we can draw only one side bracing. Then later we can do mirror. So this portion also we can do it. So we have done one side of X bracing, and similar like we need to do it for a perpendicular direction, that is longitudinal direction also. If suppose the visual which we want to do it for bracing is not clear, we can do segregation or view point separations. That we can do it by selecting a one point of view and creating a viewpoint. So let me explain that. So suppose if you are not comfortable by doing in 3D view itself to make the bracing, what we can do is we can keep this in top view, and we need to select this likewise this direction and click this icon, edit in new window. So if you are going to click this means you will get only one view. So this is easy and comfortable for you to draw bracings. So what we can do is we can do the mirror to bring this into X bracing by selecting all this one side bracing. Go to edit, click edit, vertical mirror. In that vertical mirror we need to change the plane X, Z. It is nothing but we are going to rotate this, we are going to do the mirror of this selected members in X direction and select this midpoint. Now you can see the X bracing is done up to this level. So similar like we need to do it for longitudinal direction also by selecting this side and click this edit in a new window. So here we are having cross arm also. So for that we can do one more selection. So up to here is selected, and again we can click this edit in new window. So now we know that we are having this bracing again to be converted into X bracing by applying the mirror command. So after all selecting this, we need to go edit, edit vertical mirror. In that we need to select this YZ plane because this is going to rotate in Y axis, and click here this plane location and select the mid portion of this member. Now you can see all the X bracing is created. So once after doing this, we need to apply this exercise, mirror exercise in other two longitudinal and transverse side. So for that we need to select this all X bracing up to and above the ground level to the top of top bracing, sorry, top cross arm. So once after selecting that, again we need to go to edit, edit vertical mirror. In that if you see the plane of axis, we need to do it is, so in this the plane of axis again is Y of Z because this is going to rotate in Y direction. You can see the axis legend here. So in that plane location point, we need to select the mid of cross bracing at the top so that you can see the blue color line which is showing the X bracings, and this lower level two diagonal bracings are created in other side. So the same kind of exercise we need to do it for longitudinal view also. So we can view the top view. So only these three side the bracings are created. Now for this side front view, we need to select again these bracing members. So here we need to select only the cross bracings. We should not select the cross arm which is also laying in between this. So you can view in the 3D so that we can also check whether we have selected the exact members to be mirror. Yes. Now again we can go to edit, click edit vertical mirror. In this we are going to do mirror in X Z direction, and pick your mouse here in the plane location and select again the center axis. Now you can see the bracing is created in other opposite side also. In the top view we can able to understand all the bracings are created in 4 sides. So now next we are going to create bracing member for cross arms and peak. So for that we can select this cross arm alone and click here edit in a new window. So from the picture you can able to see the cross arm is divided into 3 segments in both the side, left and right side. So accordingly we need to create the segment here. Select this. While creating the segment to develop the bracing, we need to check whether the starting point and end point of all the 4 members which are connected are same. So here if you are selecting this 4 member, you can see that end point of the member, all the 4 members are 23. So this is okay for us, because if you want to do the split up, it will give us a better distance. And here if you are selecting these 4 members, here you can see there is no similar common nodes, that is it is not connected in one node, the end or start point. So what we need to do is we need to modify this first, whereas all the end node for the member should be 24. So for this member it is 24, that is okay, and for this member 24 is in top, so we are just changing the node point here 6, this is 24. So now these two, the end node is at 2.4. So similar like for this also we need to do it. Okay, this for this it is both member, the end point is 24 only. So now we can do the segment or discretization of this cross arm. Yes. So select this and go to edit, divide it, generate untick, generate nodes into without a member, and select this n distance, and our first distance is 1.5 meter from our starting point of all the member. Click execute. So you can see here at 1.5 meter it is done. The next one is again it is 1.5 meter, so 1.5 meter plus 1.5 meter it is 3. No, that member is not segmented, so press Ctrl Z for undo and go to divide this to be unticked. Select this n distance as 1.5 meter, execute. So you can see there are nodes which are created here. But these are not split into different members. So something went wrong. So go to edit, divide, here give end distance as 1.5 meter, and tick this and execute. So now the members are splitted. Now again select this edge, go to edit, divide, again it is 1.5 meter, untick this executed nodes, select. Now we can do bracing. So similar like by clicking this, we can have 60 by 60, or else we can open this in separate window. So we had created the node in this direction. So similar like we need to create it for other side also. So for that we can use a mirror. By selecting this all the bracings, go to edit vertical mirror, in that it should be rotated in YZ direction, and select the point at apex. Now we can see the bracing is created. Similar like we need to create the bottom card bracing member, we can select this. And also we need to select at least one bracing member so that we can able to do exact bracing alignment. So from this point we need to start. Again we need to start from here. So that bottom guard bracing is completed. Now we need to do it for top guard bracing also. For that we can select this. So in the top view we can connected the, so our first bracing should start from here. So that's all, we had created the all the cross bracings in cross arm. So now what we are going to do is we are going to copy paste this cross arm to other. So this bottom cross arm to be copy paste to other middle and top cross arm. So we can just copy and paste, Control C and Control V, press in keyboard, and we know that it is next middle level is at 6 meter from the lower card. So instead of 16, we have to add it 6 meter. So that is 22 meter. Just click apply and OK. You can see here the card is created here. The bracing members are created. Again for top card, Control C and Control V. We know that it should be 28 meter, 16 plus 12 meter. Apply OK. You can see here bracing is created in the top cross arm also. So again we need to select both bottom and top card. You can select from here. So here we already for selecting the top and cross form, you can select this. So these are the members, we need to select it and exit here in this window. And now we can do copy paste by pressing Control C and Control V in keyboard. And instead of 16 meter, we need to add it 6 meters. So that is 22 meter. Apply here. And similar like for top member, it should be 28. Sorry. So once after entering the 16 meter to 22 meter, click apply and OK. Now again Control C and Control V. So it is also 16 meter. Now that 16 meter to be added 12 meter and it should be 28 meter. So now all the bottom bracing also we had created in top, middle and bottom card. So now only remaining is bracing member for peak. Before going to create a bracing member for peak, by visualizing that we had understood that this two leg member is not enough to hold this ground wire weight and its wind effect. So what we can do is we can add another two main leg members. So we can select this 100 by 10. So from this opposite side to this node edge, we are creating one member. Similar like this side 33 node. So we need to create from here to here, again from here to here. So now it seems that peak main leg members are stronger enough to hold the ground wire wind and weight. Now as usual we can divide this into segment. Edit divide. So we can divide this into 3. So accordingly we can draw the bracing member. This bracing member can be copy paste or mirror to other side by selecting it and go to edit, mirror. So this plane of rotation shall be X and Y. You need to select this midpoint. So similar like we need to select it and do it for other direction by considering the plane of rotation as Y and Z. So we can exit from here and go to edit vertical mirror. So this is X Z rotation and keep this and select this. Sorry, it should be Y and Z rotation. This is about to rotate in this direction. So Y and Z and selected this point, and now we have drawn the vertical or elevation view bracings. Now we need to draw the top and bottom card. You can draw like this. So this is a bottom card we have drawn, and similar like we need to draw top card also, top card bracing. So for that we can connect here and diagonal here. So this is what we have drawn, both the top and bottom card. So we can click this and select all this and do mirror. And after selecting the top and bottom bracings of peak members, we need to do it mirror. I go to edit vertical mirror. In this X and Z to be selected, and the center axis to be selected. Yes. Now you can see that all the top, bottom and vertical bracing for peak also done. So now this the perfect model is created now. Thank you for watching. Look at description for more related video. Subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you.